All right. Now, I'm recording this on my other phone, so my voice is going to sound a little weird because this phone does not have a good mic on it. But anyway, I just kind of wanted to make a little video showcasing how I've arranged all of the books that I'm reading. Uh, like, as it will tell you in any handbook on writing that you have to read. They pretty much tell you to read some of everything, and I do. But when it comes to a certain genre, as in superhero fiction, I try to find as many superhero or superhero adjacent books as I can. And so, with me working on Dexter's anthology, and there are certain things that always become hard to write, like doing fight scenes and stuff like that. I have a lot of things that I'm studying. And so, this is the first, hold on, because this thing always take you back to the bottom. But this is the first group. These are the books that I'm reading all of the time. Now, a few of them don't have much progress on them because I just got them, uh, or just re-uploaded them. Cause like X Superheroes, I just got that. Marrow and Super's X Heroes, I've been reading that for a while. The Asterisk War, I've been reading that. Been reading both of those books actually, cause there's like I want to say 7 or 8 books, and I've been jumping between three of them. Now the thing is, I already know the story because I watched the anime, but there's a lot more to it when you read the book. There's a Flash book I've been going through. There's the Isolator. Now the Isolator I actually already had that, but I just recently found interest in reading it after I found out it had something to do with people having superpowers. Blackjack, I'm actually on the second chapter, but it doesn't show progress for a while, so it probably won't show any progress until I get to like chapter 6 or 7. Renegades, just started back reading that. Seventh, just began reading that again as well. Let's see. Uh, Now most of these in here actually uh, aren't all superhero books, as you can see with Spider Bunny and the terrible thing that happens. Those are just some bizarro fiction. But because I'm writing a lot of weird stuff, I like to read, weird things. So I can know when either I'm going too far or I haven't gone far enough. But these are the books I'm reading as far as this goes. Now, Ultra and Cloak Society, I just got those two books. Super City Cops, already had that. Council of Peacocks, Cutley Holocaust. Most of these other books in here I've already had. Apex Ascended, just got that, but only recently started reading it along with Hero Metamorphosis and We Could Be Heroes. Um, this is the third folder. Now, Durara used to be in my first one, but uh, I don't know. I kind of just fell out of reading it, so I moved it to another folder. Same thing with Moonsalt. And Moonsalt was actually something I was reading in preparation for a book I was writing on wrestling. That's what that really was for. But I decided to just put it in here because some of the people in it have powers, and so I was like, well, this can help me a little bit. Gideon Caldwell is a really good writer, though. Another Flash book, Dead Space. Muscles are better than magic. Um, Stealing spaceships, a book I had wanted for a long time. Finally was able to get it. Um, I forget what was this. I forgot what this book is called already. Spy Room. Okay, yeah. I haven't really started reading that yet. Um, the Loophole. I was reading that pretty good. Just got Space Runner, so I haven't started reading it yet. Tristan Strong. I think I'm still on the first chapter with that. Like I jump from book to book. That's one thing I always do. Jump from book to book. Um, this right here is a lot of different things. Uh, Wyvern Academy was actually something I was studying as I was working on Peppermint Academy, but I realized that it fit more, due to the fight scenes and stuff in it. I realized it fits more with the Automatic Adventures of Dexter Seagrave. Um, as far as MHA, this is my only experience with that series because I have not read the manga yet. I just haven't read it yet. There's a Superman book I have, Classroom of the Elite. It's a lot of things in here. Some stuff that I, like I said again, been jumping back and forth between. Now, some of these Marvel books actually used to be in one of the other lists, but I decided to just give them their own list. Um, as you can see, there's a Wolverine book I'm reading, Captain Marvel, New Avengers. I got a lot of X-Men stuff actually, but not all of it is in here. Secret Wars, another Avengers book, Guardians of the Galaxy, Shadow Avengers, Secret Invasion, and a Deadpool book. Like there's a Rogue book, but I actually have that in a different list. But anyway, these are, some of the books I'm reading for Dexter. Now let's see. I have a lot of favorites in here. Let's see. This whole list is just all my favorites. Here we go. Now this is the folder for the books I'm reading as far as the Adamas verse goes. And I've been trying to find everything with like fighting and post-apocalyptic stuff in it. And so there's a mix of everything in here. Although Pit Fighter, I don't believe has anything to do with anything that's post-apocalyptic. I just chose to pick it because of its name, Pit Fighter. And it seems interesting. Like I like to get into the head of different writers and the stuff that they write. So like, that's why I have the Shadowrun books in here, Judge Dredd. I got these two. Well, this other book is Street Fighter and Streets of Rage, but I have that and another Street Fighter book. I also have the Street Fighter book from the movie right there. Got a Guilty Gear book. Okay, I have too much in here. There's only supposed to be 12 books. I fucked around and put more than 12 in here. That's what I usually try to keep these lists stuck to. So I gotta edit this, but there's a lot in there. It's just 10 in here. A lot of these books are, like I said, all different genres, different types of stories. But like I said, I study everything. Study different writing styles. Like I said, try to see what works and doesn't work. I have found myself, I can tell that I'm improving or that I have improved, however you want to say it. And that's because, probably 2 years ago, it took me a long time to write certain things. But, now, I can see, how much I've improved because I can start working on something, and before I know it, I'll have 3,000, 4,000 words written. And I can just go right through it without having to sit there and just constantly, rack my brains trying to come up with something. And I believe from reading all the stuff that I've read, I've really learned how to actually structure a story. Like my story structure is still off a little bit, but for the most part, I've learned a lot from the different things I've read and reading different writers, both known and unknown and new and old, There are a lot of other lists, but this video is probably up to 8 minutes now. Oh no, past that. So I'm gonna cut this off though. I just wanted to make this. Hopefully my voice doesn't sound too bad through this because, like I said, a mic on this phone isn't good. But I just wanted to provide that little update. I'm out.